Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
I'm coming. 93.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tighten down. There you go. You go tighten up.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Down. 180. 51. Back to pass. Check 20. Raider 2. Check 26. Raider 9.
On play action, it's Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
What now? 180.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Put that team on the box. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety. Check 3.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Bravo.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Hey, exit. Check 54.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Got it. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey,
gun on third down. Lock. And the Raiders have got him. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first. And the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 734.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's get
The Raiders' 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie. Check 59. Mike is 59. No. 59. Hey, watch the ball. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, 32 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Fresno. 6-6. Bullet high. 808. He's checking.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. It's complete to Graham. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Touchdown, defense. 36. Shoot. Kill. Slam. Greystone, travel. 43's the mic. Raider 1. The mic. Watch the slant. He's coming.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We're good. 185. Raider 1. He's got Raider 2. He's coming, double up. 4-7's the mic. 4-7.
Now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
High 7.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Well, week 1 finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready up. Mike's 59.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They look to throw. It's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
61, matchbox,
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Dancing away at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
218, chop.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to trap the ball in another.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Watch right, you got right. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some, come on here, come.
Throwing now is Locke. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On third down, Richard. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Silent, 64, weak. Hey, zoom.
Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Go.
Carr now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 49-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still play. Right down. 694.
Now this time, Carl throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
93.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I got it. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike's
Block now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carr gives to Richard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The point after is good, and that'll make it 17-13. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he rifles one incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Down. Blue 80. White Monday down.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll find his running back here, Richard. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Go, Mike 51. Mike. Well, Gumbo. Hey, it's coming out.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Not here.
Hey, Irvin.
Mike by four.
Go.
Get that quarterback.
Hey, lock it.
Under 10. Under 10.
Look at me. Go.
Check 50. Kill.
Hey, go.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Man.
Throwing his lock on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On first down, Richard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
You got nothing.
Hey, Delta.
47 Mike, 47. 65. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go, deep tight.
734.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Check.
Flushed out right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr over the middle. He's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They go with Jacobs. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Down. 60 outlaw.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
They'll run here with Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, we should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give.